Hello viewers, welcome to my channel today again. It's your homegirl Tony from Nigeria. How are you doing today? I hope you're keeping safe, and remember to also support people out there with their mental abilities. Some people are finding it really difficult, to understand the new world we find ourselves. So be nice to people, okay? And try as much as possible to find out the welfare of people around you. So let's talk about today's topic, okay? It's a continuation of our previous topic on how to handle criticism. It's important. I am very passionate about this because I notice, as in line with my career, I notice people, take criticism as a bad thing. Some people have a very hard time at work as a result of what people say about them, the feedback they get. They just assume this feedback is just for them to get frustrated. They're just frustrated with the feedback. They don't see it in a different way. So I feel I should educate people on how to handle criticism in a better way. Let's talk about point number 4. What is point number 4? Do not take it personal. Please, when you're being criticized at work, it is nothing personal. Don't forget you go to work in the morning and you close in the evening, depending on where you live in the world. 8 hours, 7 hours, 9 hours. You don't go work and you go back home. So when someone criticizes you in relation to your work, please do not take it personal. Okay? Try as much as possible to detach your emotions from what you hear from other people. That way you don't feel beat down. You don't feel beaten by the words you hear. Yes, I know some people don't know how to talk. I know some people are not diplomatic. Everybody is got their personality. But please, you as a person, you have the responsibility to detach yourself from anything that would make you, anything that would affect you emotionally. So take your emotion off it. Yes. When you carry out a task and it's not well done and you're told your task is not well done, please do not think that it means that you're not good at what you do. No. It just means that you need to get better at what you do. So when you start learning not to take it personal, so once someone tells you, Mr. XYZ, you haven't carried out this project properly, you haven't done the right thing in this project, and as a result of this, your performance in this project is below average. What do? Do you now beat yourself up and say, oh, you're not good enough? No, you don't say that to yourself. You are good, but it just means that you need to get better. It just means that you have learned something new that you need to bring on board in your next project that will help you achieve a better performance in the next project. That's what it means. So if you learn how to take criticism, as relates to what you do at that particular time and what you're being criticized for, it would help you be a better person. So that's our point number 4 on criticism. Now, point number 5, see it as help. Just see it as somebody helping you to be a better person. I think we can link all my points together on the fact that just see criticism as help. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. In my previous video, I gave you an example of how my ex-manager then, my ex-manager was particular about my accent because I just got in from Africa. I just got a job straight from Africa then, and the whole African thing was in me, and that was my first job working with foreigners, in the capacity I was working as at that time. Now, it made me a better person really because I learned 1 or 2 things. I feel I can adapt in any environment I find myself today as a result of what I had to go through working with that particular company. They changed me in so many ways, but it doesn't mean I don't know my roots. It doesn't mean I cannot, go back to whatever it is I want to go back to. No, but it just means that we have to learn. That's growth. That's the growth pattern. That's how to grow in life. You learn, you have what you already have, fine, but you have to learn new things. That's why you read books. That's why you watch movies. That's why you make new friends. That's why you travel. That's why you go visit other places, because you want to see new things. You want to learn new things. It is still applicable when you're at work. It's the same thing when you're at work. You get criticized for your job. If you have a boss who never seems to think you have done well in any project, yes, take it on board. There's always room for improvement. See it as help. There's always room for what they call improvement. Okay? Now, in relation to number 6 of how to take criticism, don't be too hard on yourself. I think I mentioned it previously. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're being criticized doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. Far from it. It really doesn't mean you don't know what you do. It doesn't mean you're not good at what you do. It doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It doesn't mean you're not smart. It doesn't mean you're not a professional. It just means, there's always a better way of doing things. Simply put, it just means you can always find a better way to do anything you want to do. That's what it means. Okay? So yes, I could be going somewhere and I have a route I usually take to that particular place, and someone else comes to tell me at work, oh, you always take that route. Oh no, this is a much better and shorter way of traveling to wherever you want to travel to. Okay, do I say, oh no, because I'm used to this particular route, I must take that route? No, you give it a try, and it might actually be a better way, an easier way for you to arrive at your destination. So seek constructive criticism in that light, even if it's not constructive, even if it's negative. Trust me, there's always something to learn in everything, in every challenge, in every feedback you get, whether positive or negative. There's always something to learn, and you actually get good things from negative feedback. Sorry to say, yes. If someone gives you a positive feedback, there's nothing to learn, right? You have a positive feedback, you're happy. Oh, you've just done very well. Oh, you on this project, you achieve a 90% success rate. You're very happy because, that's a positive feedback, but there's nothing for you to learn. But when you give a negative feedback to someone, or when someone gives you a negative feedback, there's something to learn. If you sit back and you listen, or you watch, or whatever it is you want to do with that, or read, or whatever mode of feedback you've been given, when you sit back and you listen to it, you would learn something, and you'll be able to do something better the next time you want to do it. Okay, so that's another way of handling criticism. Next one I want to talk about, and I think I'm going to stop there, is to say thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, what's she talking about? Why would I say thank you? Why should I say thank you after being insulted, and after being criticized, and after being given a negative feedback? You should say thank you, because that person is actually doing you a favor. Yes, that person is actually doing you a favor, giving you a feedback on your project, be it a professional project you've just taken, be it your attitude at work, be it whatever way even if amongst your friends, your families, and all that. If somebody tells you this attitude of yours on XYZ, you need to change it, it's not right, you say thank you. You appreciate that person, because not everybody wants you to grow. Yes, anyone who criticizes you actually wants you to grow. Anyone who criticizes what you do actually wants you to grow. That's the way I see it, and that's the way I've been able to, handle a whole lot of things. Once someone gives you negative feedback, trust me, it might even be, it's possible the person has the intention of, running you down. We can't rule that out, but that person wants you to grow. Because if I'm telling you you're doing something in the wrong way, I want you to do it in a better way next time. So when someone criticizes you, you should say thank you. Okay? Say thank you very much. I understand what you have said, and I will work on it. That's the best way to handle criticism. You don't take it. It tells that person that you have a good personality. It tells that person that you're willing to learn, especially when you're working with a superior person. It tells that person you're willing to help, and to learn rather, and that person would be happy to feed you back once you improve on whatever it is that needs to be improved on. Personally, I remember my place of work. I'm talking about my first experience, even before I started doing other things. I'm talking about my first experience. That was how I was able to win my manager over to me. There was always something Tony hasn't done right. There was always something I haven't done right. It's either my report wasn't well written, or what. But I started learning. So I'm giving this feedback, and she was always happy to give me feedback. She was always happy to come to my table and tell me, okay, we need to have a coaching section. Oh my God, she loved it. She loved doing that to me. And I loved listening to her, because I feel the more I listen to her, the more I pick things from her. It got to a point she stopped doing that, because she just was so comfortable with me that she was like, oh my God, you really learned. I can actually do it without coaching you. And she allowed me to start coaching others instead. If I did not learn, if I did not put in the feedback she gave to me and I don't work on it, I won't have that opportunity. At that early stage of my career, in a place I have never worked before, I started coaching my team members because she could actually sit back and allow me to do the coaching. Why? I refuse to see criticism in a negative way, and I saw it in a positive way. So in your work, once you go back to work, if you haven't gone back to work as a result of this pandemic, when you get back to work, go back to that working environment with a positive mental attitude. Take on board criticism, work on criticism, and be a better person and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay, take care of yourself. I love you all, and I hope we all stay safe at this time. Okay, take care of yourself now, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye bye.